Go get him, Beardy Man! Okay. Can make Beardy Man go again. We can make Beardy Man go again. And, I mean, potentially, we get more Beardy Man. Hello everyone, Gomez here, yet again with another deck for you today. This one is actually involving Lux, because somebody said in the chat they wanted to see me do a Lux deck, so here is Lux using Mimic. Let's get into this. So the deck is called Mirror Spark, or it could be Mirror Beam, depending on which way you want to do it, because it's just about using the Mimic to make copies of Lux's spell. There is like other decks that I want to explore with Lux, but this was definitely like, the idea, because obviously LeBlanc is quite an interesting, and like Noxus is quite interesting at this moment in time, and I like actually experimenting with it, that I decided to make a Noxian version with Lux, but there is definitely other options out there. But the idea of using Mimic to copy Lux's final spark was just too funny not to, oh sorry, I did actually get the final spark up. It's too funny not to go with as a first attempt of using Lux. Like I said, there was a lovely viewer who did post a comment, I can't remember who it was, I do apologise, saying that they wanted to see some Lux decks, so this is what I've come up with, and actually it did really well. I'm not gonna lie, it did really well. I still think that the Tri-Beam version is more like versatile and can work in a number of different situations, but this one is still really funny to play. So what we've got here is I actually am using this for the idea of sometimes making multiple copies of Lux or making more copies of Beardy Men, because we do run the full-on strength in numbers in here, because it just helps level Lux, and it just ends up being like so much board superiority of having this, but also having Lux who's then beaming people down. The ability of continuously using Golden Aegis can sometimes get you out of a lot of things, like that ability of going forward again, knowing that you've got the Beardy Men, and going forward again and putting on that pressure, as well as the fact that is like a big chunk of helping, number one, level Lux, and once she is leveled, getting you to that next final spark. That helps out a lot. And as I said, Mimic yet again can help get to the point of leveling Lux / the next final spark one in this form, or when it goes down to one cost, it just like can very quickly just make that copy and then just start forcing more of her, of her final spark in. The important thing to always remember about final spark is it's only useful as long as your opponent has a unit. If there's no unit to play this onto, then it's just a fleeting spell in your hand which will go. It needs to target an enemy unit. You can't just target immediately the core, the Nexus. So that's very important. But bear in mind, it does have overwhelm, so whatever it's going into, like, it can then go, the extra damage will go into your opponent's Nexus. So that is what is really good about her spell. And I said, I'm making copies of it to be able to use multiple times. It's really funny. As I said, we are running the full-on kind of reputation helpers of the 5 attack damage. So Glory Seeker, LeBlanc, we even have Forward the Rose, because yet again it is creating a spell. It's a 1-cost spell, but it's still a spell that can help towards leveling Lux, as well as we've got like Whirling Death to help make those 5 attacks going more, just to get to Whispered Words, so that we can just like get the guys. Even in its 4 form still helps Lux, but in its 2 form still helps Lux while being cheaper and giving you then options off of that. So it's a really funny deck, and it definitely performed really well. As I said, like, Culling Strike ended up being so important in this deck, so important that it cannot be understood. And you will see in the matches, I think all the matches you're going to be seeing were streamed live. So if you want to come catch the action live, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays. So you want to come catch the action live, please feel free to. As well as the fact there's a Discord link down below. Lovely community that we're building in there. A lot of people who are like coming up with crazy ideas and deck ideas and that, and I love that. And like, everyone's like, so it's like fostering creativity, and I love that. That's what I want to be building around this channel, is just a bunch of people who love building stupid, crazy decks and coming together and being like, oh, but what about this and what about this? And honestly, that is what I love. And so thank you to everyone who's joined that Discord. Now, so if you want to join the lovely community that we're expanding in there, please feel free to. As well as the fact there is a monthly games night and movie night that is in that Discord. So if you want to get in there, get on mic as we watch a terrible film together or play some games together, please feel free to. But I was gonna say, this video I think is coming out on Friday. So if this is the 26th, this is indeed my birthday. So happy birthdays to me. I mean, like, it's famously, but honestly, I want to say thank you to everyone who has supported me. Honestly, you have made this one of the best birthdays I've ever had, just by the fact that, like, how well the channel's doing in terms of how many people are viewing it, how many people are commenting, liking, like how much my like subscriber count is like going up every single day. Honestly, thank you so much. I know that I'm still technically a small fry and I'm nowhere near making this be like, you know, what my career is, but every single day I'm getting closer and closer to it, and that's what I want to do, because I want to focus on giving you guys as much entertainment as possible, and the best way to do that is this just being all I need to worry about, not having to worry about doing anything else. This is just that so I can give you guys more. So honestly, everyone who's helping that dream come true, thank you so much for the support just by subscribing and watching and whatnot. So I do have my end of year goal of hitting 5,000 followers / subscribers by the end of the year, and I honestly God think that we can make that. We definitely are going to make YouTube. I feel like YouTube is going so well. Just thank you all so much. The support is crazy. I hope that, like, you know, you enjoy the games that this did in Widget on stream. So let's see how it does in a couple of matchups. Okay, so we are against Moon Man and we're against Fiora. You could potentially end up killing Fiora if played right. If played right, you could end up killing Fiora. I mean, obviously they're playing it with Targon, so expect to see the what's its face card, the landmark card, and expect to see landmark. We might as well just accept do this damage in. Expect to see landmark. I expect to see things such as, well, I can't think of damn names right now. I mean, we've got all the culling strikes. Can she get through all of them? Question is, can she get through all of them? We've got the potential of what's his face, Power Cascade. Yeah, so that's one way. That's one way of getting past it. We've got 3 of them. Okay, we've got 3 attempts at this. So that's one way. Let's test your second way of getting past this. Test the second way. Can't stop them all, you. I was gonna say, you can't stop them all, Yugi! I have all of them in my backhand! I can keep throwing this at you until it works! I appreciate whatever the hell this is. I must say, I appreciate whatever the hell you are. Actually, I'm gonna keep you. But wherever you are, I got rid of you! Okay, wherever you are, I appreciate the hell out of this. Now, bear in mind, there's most likely going to be, like, denies. Is this going to be a deck which is all about using the allegiance minion to basically get, like, 3 copies of Teemo on the board? / also using the, what's its face, the spell, Dusk Till Dawn, or whatever it is, Dawn Till Dusk, then making loads of copies. Like, I assume this deck is all about just making a bum load of Teemos. That is the term for it, a bum load of Teemos. That is what I'm expecting this to be. Anytime you see Ionia with Teemo, I expect to see a bum ton of Teemo. There's the Mystic Shot. Sadly, I've got no way of getting around that. That means that is 1 less hit towards my allegiance. It's 1 less hit towards my allegiance. So, all the doggos are out, all the raccoons. All the raccoons are out. I'm willing, because I mean, they're just going to get traded anyway, so I might as well do that. Potential deny. Do you go with the beardy men? You potentially get denied, but sometimes you got to go Billy Big Bollocks and hope. They don't have the deny. They could still have Mystic Shots. They've already proven themselves to have Mystic Shots, but we immediately go forward here just so we can start buffing these guys up. But you always need to remember, against Ionia, there's always the chance of a deny. Accept the charges. That is a lot of mushrooms. I do not have mushroom in my deck. Please, do not give it to me. Potentially we see Teemo. No.
Bring peace to Ionia.
Okay, I was expecting to see Teemo dropping there, but okay. I see your spell, lady, and I wage you a spell, lady. Gold. I mean, and they've lost a stun. Go get him, Beardy. Go get him, Beardy man. Okay. Can make Beardy man go again. We can make Beardy man go again, and I mean, potentially, we get more beardy men. I feel like we go like this first. Potentially, this opens up the chance for us to culling strike, but... Okay, so they go for the stun. That's fine, because we still get the rally and the spell still goes off. So, we still get the rally and the spell goes off. As much as he wants to use this on Teemo, because this makes so much more sense on Teemo, we could throw you out, and then that would give us another beardy man. The smarter choice is level Lux. The smarter choice here is... So, potentially we might see a Notify. They've only got 3 cards that we don't know. Okay, so it's not Notify. So we still get this, and it still means that we can remove from the field of battle. So it's fine. So that's 1 Lux down.
A beacon through the dark.
1 Lux down, one Karma down. We could technically go forward with Lux, because the only one who can defend is you. Now, admittedly, that would take you down to 3. But if there's any get excited, we would lose Lux. So maybe the better plan there is actually just to leave it. We could have gone forward, though. Like, I might end up regretting not going forward. Because, admittedly, if Lux goes forward... If Lux goes forward, we can create multiple copies of Lux. We could go for significant draw as well. But first...
New recruit reporting in.
New recruit reporting in.
Light the way.
We need to be careful. They've got 3 cards that we don't know what they are. Any of them could be Teemo. Any one of those bastards could be Teemo. Okay. Lots and lots of damage. Damage everywhere. Not a drop to drink. At this moment in time, we currently only have got 13 shrooms in the deck. Potentially, you're my plan.
Few earn the right to call themselves Trifarian.
So, damage. There's the Teemo. Stun the Teemo! That we can't, at least we can't double the shrooms, because obviously he's got there's a lot of shrooms in that hand. Stop that! Stop this once you're here! It's the police! So, it's okay. It's okay. So I'm thinking to myself, how close is she to leveling? Mimic is down. So I'm just thinking to myself, how close are you to level, like, to get the next one? So we would need to cast an additional, like, 5 mana, which in terms of spells, we can only get maximum, like, not as much as I need. But I'm willing to go forward with every little thing that I've got, because we can still use, so we could mimic you, which would then allow me to... So I'm just thinking to myself, we could mimic you. I really want to mimic her spell. Like, the whole purpose of this deck is to mimic her spell. But we haven't really got many spells going on in our hand right now. I might end up regretting my decisions here. Gonna go with this. And then play these. I feel like that's the smart man. The smart man choice. Obviously, we are getting a lot of shrooms in the deck, and there is potential problems. Potential problems coming directly at me. We need to play you, because I want that additional stun, like, if they play Teemo again next turn. Like, I need that additional stun as, like, a... Well, at least this works out for me. We really could have done with Golden Aegis right now. Golden Aegis would just be, just, like, amazing just for helping the situation.
You'll wanna give me some space. Promise.
Kicks! I can copy your spell and send... Wait, does it copy what shit? It doesn't copy skills. That's a shame. I copy your thing. Your own unit. Okay. Lux goes back. Now, the question is, does that make a copy of the one who did attack forward, right?
Voices carry.
Oh, no, it makes a... I mean...
Don't believe everything you hear.
How comes that one? How comes that one made a copy of that one? And that one makes. Wait a minute. Doesn't it make a copy of the like the one who did the most damage? I mean, okay. I thought it was the one who did the most, so I thought I thought it was gonna be a beardy man, but I guess. But it's just weird they turn into 2 different things. Like, because the card is turned into the strongest one who attacked this round, right? Shit, I should have played this. I did say I wanted to play this, but we do have a sharp sight, so actually all is forgiven. All is forgiven! Potentially they could have the spell which makes loads of copies of Teemo. But they might end up throwing down the spell that makes loads of copies of Teemo. Feel like this is gonna be the plan. We could throw down. So how close is Lux to leveling now, say okay, so that's fine. I'm willing to sacrifice your life for what I'm gonna say is the greater good right now. So you do the risks. Potentially throw you down. So we're going really wide on the field of play right now against them. Bearing in mind that literally we've got a lot of shrooms in this deck right now. We could take a copy of you, but then by doing so we wouldn't be able to play this. So doesn't really make much sense. I will accept just doing this right now, just to save your life. Not that it's meaningful, because obviously, like, potentially they just top deck that again, but it at least means I can drag you to a side and let the rest of the damage go in. So, ooh, Yogi boy. So there's the LeBlanc. They've only got one card in hand. How many? Yeah, again, how close? All it takes is the one. All it takes is the one, which lets us then mimic the spell. Potential. Okay. It's fine. So, no! No! We were about to get out of here getting that twice! The whole point of the deck! Oh my god, it's all three Egyptian gods. I need to allow my creative juices to flow, as sickening as that sounds.
Sharpen the blade.
But you know what? I'll take him to the Shadow Realm. I'll take him to the Shadow Realm. That's free damage I can deal with. So potentially throwing you out, because at least throwing you out, you get taken in by this, which is fine. I would accept that trade.
See what we see.
So you're gonna be so you will be dying to the little Sandman. Curse you, Sandman, Mr. Sandman. Bring me a dream. Okay, so LeBlanc. We are against all three Egyptian god cards, and all I have is LeBlanc. We do at least have this that can work against Azir. Like, out of all of these Egyptian gods, like, Culling Strike at least deals with Azir. Potentially we see Quicksand. Don't you use Quicksand. Curse you, He-Man! Curse you, He-Man! Okay. That doesn't even count towards my reputation, which is like the main thing that I needed. These things inevitably happen, and everything goes terribly wrong. Throw you out. We still have got the ability of using a sharp sight. I mean, to be fair, sharp sight doesn't get me past these two, but sharp sight would get you past one of those. I'm willing to wait. Ah, sharp sight! I can get past this one. Not well, but I can get past this one. Okay. A lot of damage coming into me. But on the plus side, all we need to do is attack forward one more time with you. Hourglass! Ah, but before you get in the box, you will damn well go to the graveyard. Before you get in the box, Yugi. It's time for you to go to the graveyard. This now gives me the ability of playing this, but I really don't want to. I could play Golden Ages. I could play Golden Ages and go forward again. I really don't want to. But at least we've hit reputation. If nothing else, these top decks are not really helping me right now. We send Azir to the graveyard. To the graveyard with you, Birdman! Ah! I mean... Oh, Sonnet, we're going through him again then, I guess, because obviously all we would have done is done that spell again, so... You will be going to the graveyard, Birdman! Nothing you can do can stop you going to the graveyard. They've only got 2 cards in there. It's really not looking good for me right now. Okay, we'll stun you. We'll stun you, because at least then we can go forward with 5 damage. I might end up having to use this for the sole purpose of making another copy of you. I don't want to.
Do not see what is.
Oh, do not see what is. Go to the graveyard again, Birdman. Gosh, you Birdman. Stop trying to come out here. This isn't your party. So, throw you out,
good to see
and I
you
guess we
here.
Golden
I ran the
Aegis
risk
and
of
force
getting
10 damage in.
Here's to us,
Because,
the LAN
you know what,
Party.
at this point, they've only got 2 cards, and we've got very little going for us. So, I guess we go forth again.
Follow my lead.
I guess we go forth again. Oh, quicksand. That's fine. You know what? Yet again, that just means that all they've got left is 1 card. 1 card left. They got 7 health. Lots of damage. Both of these are vulnerable. Ah! The Beardy Man!
My name will
Curse you, Birdman! It's gonna be Rite of Negation, isn't it? It's gonna be Rite of Negation. That's gonna be the card. That's gonna be the one last card in their hand. Is gonna be Rite of Negation. So, ooh, I mean, admittedly, that is leveled up Azir, and that tells the people what you have seen. But Beardy Men have come at you, so tell the people that you've seen Beardy Men on the horizon. That is quite devastating. Okay, but tell the people that you've seen Beardy Men on the horizon, Birdman. You can grab one of these. You can grab one of these. And you're welcome to it. Technically, like, crap sheet, right. How much now? We can go down to 6. We can go down to 6 to go wide on the field of play. I'm willing to take the damage for what I can see is quite clearly the greater good of going forward with everything that I've got. Let's go. We even have the ability of drawing. Let's see what we could have won. Golden Aegis, that'll do. Right. So, it's over, Anakin. I have the Beardy Men. So,
You dare.
it's over, Anakin. I have the Beardy Men. Go get him, Beardy Man. No. No. This you do not play the I'll be back deck against me. This is not gonna be the returned guy running, what you call it, War Mother's Call, is it? I invented that. We will, I feel like we just get rid of Lux. I'm actually gonna keep Whirling Death, but obviously, if that deck is what I think it is, it runs a shit ton of removal and is all about ramp, getting their way up to War Mother's Call. If it, like, it might not be that deck. I just presume that this is the deck that I'm going to be up against. The predicts are already starting. Okay then. Okay. I know what I'm up. I think I know what I'm up against, and so I have to prove that I can beat it. I expect Ice Shard is definitely running that deck. Ice Shard and Avalanche are both running that deck. Expect Avalanche. Okay. We don't hit the Avalanche yet. It's fine. Actually, I keep you back. I could technically stun that. In terms of what that deck has, I could technically stun that and just force damage him right now. I think that my best chance of survival is forcing in as much damage as quickly as possible, because that deck does have heals, but they have to hit those heals before I can throw enough damage in to kill them. So I'm presuming this is going to be War Mothers with the returned. I'm thinking to myself, kill you, like potential chances for rallying in the future, or we could do this just to help ourselves get closer and closer to Whispered Word. There's always the chance of Ice Shard, so maybe I shouldn't be so gung-ho about this, but I'm going to be. I've made my decisions. I regret all of my decisions. Should have just killed it. With Culling Strike. Should have just killed them with Culling Strike. I knew I had the ability to kill them with Culling Strike. Should have just done it. Shouldn't have tried to Billy Big Bollocks the situation. There's nothing good comes of Billy Big Bollocks. So
I need just a
go with you. I almost consider it like,
For glory.
I'm just gonna go forward. I'll give them the chance.
That's not tamper.
Admittedly, it's not ideal. It's not ideal, but I'm hoping. See, so they're ramping up. But what we'll do here is we'll do this. We have got the ability of next turn, potentially golden. If we can get this down, enough, potentially double Golden Aegis. But that deck does run a lot of removal. They're doing a lot of predicts. There's also harsh winds in that deck, if I remember correctly. So lots of things. Okay. Looks like they've not top decked into any of like the main. So I'm thinking to myself, because we need to beat them quick. Our best chance of survival is beating them as quickly as possible. Do we just Golden Aegis right now? Do we mimic Golden Aegis? Like this is very stupid. This is very stupid, but we need to kill them quickly. We haven't even seen Lux. We did see Lux right at the beginning, but we sent her back. We've got to do it. I know how powerful the deck that I'm against can be. I know that I have to. I know that I have to try and finish this before it's too late. So we take you out. We're getting closer and closer to being able to use both whispered word. Oh, there's Lux. Okay.
The sun is shining.
The smart. So we are one turn away. We are one turn away from. Okay, so they didn't draw. So it's whether or not. They got War Mother's Call already in their hand.
Illuminate the enemy.
The question's gonna be whether or not they already have War Mother's Call in their hand, right? Because either they do or they don't. Which is the same with anything. Let them decide where they want to throw the clock. That's fine, because that still activates this. So now we could potentially copy Lux's spell. Obviously, it depends on how many different things they play, but we could rally. Oh, the beard event! Okay, right. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This is so there it is. And so, are we gonna see Arnie? I'll be back. Are we gonna see him? Are we gonna see him? They've spanked all their mana on doing this. Oh my god, there he is! I knew it was this deck! I made you! I made you! It's okay. It's okay. If I know my own deck, I know how. If I know it's my own deck, I know how to beat my own deck, and that's important. It's very simple. It's very simple here. We accept the loss of one beardy man, but it is for the greater good. Because what we do here is we mimic the Lux spell, and we do it twice and remove this guy from the field of play. Now, admittedly, he's coming back. They have used War Mother's Call, and every single time he's summoned, he keeps coming back. But we have to go. We have to do this. It's our best. It's our best strategy to try and like take them down. So that is one lot of that going on. We can go forward.
I don't want to meet.
How buff everything is not the best for me, but we go forward. We go forward. Bear it in mind, we have got you, so barrier ourselves up. Barrier ourselves up. We then go again. It's okay. It's okay. I know. I can do this. I believe. Sheet. Okay, that's not ideal. So I could rally. I'm just thinking to myself, right, so don't predict him again. Don't fight. Stop fighting him. Don't fight him. Okay. Sod it. We'll go with you. So we get a stun capability. Feel that we kind of need to start just getting these things down a little bit. Start getting these things down a little bit. But yes, we know what we're up against. We know how devastating it can be. Do not. It's like you know when you come against a deck like this, you just think to yourself, you know, how dare you use my own spells against me, Potter. Depending on what they do. Sheet.
What I've learned?
Okay. So the only person who can go in front is Lux. I'm thinking. Oh, correction. We could actually technically use Sharp Sight so that we can get rid of you. It's not ideal, but we can use Sharp Sight to remove you from the field of play. That then means that we can use this spell to rally. We could even technically guile this one as well. It's not ideal because they are lesser, like they are, like, you know, taking significant damage, but don't you emote me? Don't you have the audacity to emote me? We need to be removing their options for a stun out as well. For a stun out as well. This is my best options here. Obviously they're gonna be getting the Clock Man next turn. I'm literally, they've only got 2 cards left in hand. My cards are slowly but surely dwindling, and it is literally just we rally, we stun you, and we go forth, and we just have to try and pound the pressure because all we've got is so
Victory requires a sharp
We
blade.
can use Culling Strike just to remove this from the field of play. Because we've got to force. They've got so much healing, but all we can do is try to force damage in. Because they keep bringing potentially the return guy back, and all I've got. Okay, I mean, it's not the best. They've got a full board again now. Okay, strength in numbers. Fine, get them all, Yugi. So that's more beardy men. We can now get another luck spell. We remove a clock. We remove the clock. Because we got nothing else going for us. All we can do is hope that the beard in beardy men do we trust. In beardy men do we trust. They continuously, every single time, they've got their heels on us. They've got their heels on us, but all we can do right now is go. The beardy men come up. They could have harsh winds. They could have harsh winds, but we have to hope. Because I've got the... Yes! I mean, God, GG, well played to my opponent. Oh, I'm so glad I wasn't beaten by that deck. Like, what have I created? So that is the Mirror Spark deck. As I said, it is really fun, like, especially with beardy men. Like, beardy men out of nowhere, but like, people know that Gomez loves a beardy man, a lovely marauder. Like, that spell has just kicked it up a notch. So I know that there's obviously deny, and there's also Rite of Negation now in the game, but just like when it can hit really hard and really funny when you get all those beardy men. There is definitely changes that can be made to this deck, like putting in actual marauders themselves rather than just going off of the spell. But please let me know if you run this deck, how it goes through. And if you make any changes, let me know, because I do feel that there's definitely changes that can be made and this can be refined. Any deck that I put out on this channel is always free to everyone to use, and bear in mind that, as I said, I always say that tweak them to how you like them, because different people like different things in decks, and so definitely experimentation is what it's all about, and having a good time. So thank you so much. Let me know, as I said, down in the comment section down below, as well as the fact that if you want to join Discord, links down below, as well as the links down below for Twitch if you want, because obviously the games that you saw were streamed live, so if you want to come catch the action live yourself, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays. Actually, wait, were they streamed live? I'm trying to even think myself right now. Yes, they must have been streamed live. Yes, no way, they were streamed live. I think because sometimes I do private recording and for videos and whatnot, but these were all streamed. Honestly, thank you all so much. I hope you have a great day, evening, good or night, or whatever it is for you. And until next time, bye.
From flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.